Hello, the Impacts Facility Team and Mining Indaba 2026. My name is Fredo Uko. I'm a miner and I come from the mining communities in Western Kenya around Migori County, which is the largest mining corridor in Kenya. Uh, the theme of Stronger Together, Progress Through Partnerships is not just a slogan, but it reflects the real struggle of artisanal miners and the potential it bears in terms of global gold supply chain, also in rural employment opportunities. I want to go straight away to the challenges that these sectors has. First of all, we have widespread mercury contamination and poor sodium cyanide disposal strategies, which is a threat to water stewardship in terms of limited access to clean water for consumption and domestic purposes. Second, we have the issue to do with the lack of geological data to ensure that miners take calculated risks rather than trial and error schemes which are blind risks and investment strategies which are unsustainable. Third is poor occupational health safety standards, which cause a result of lack of awareness and training around the mining areas, which triggers mine accidents, rock falls, pit tunnels collapse, inhalation and exposure to silica dust particles, which causes respiratory problems, as well as handling of mercury with bare hands. Uh, and I want to go directly to the opportunities for inclusive engagement, which I start with encouragement of free, prior, and informed consent by big companies to ensure that there is mutual benefit rather than competition among the counterparts, which are the artisanal miners, which are the custodian of the natural resources and the gold mining areas. I also want to encourage what we call women empowerment and gender equity advocacy practices through empowerment, which ensure that women are not only marginalized but also are active and key stakeholders in the mining activities. Thirdly, I encourage what we call promotion promotion of alternative livelihoods, which includes investment and training on other alternative sources of activities like agriculture and other technical skills, which are source of income rather than dependence on mining, which can be catastrophe in terms of when there is low grades or where there is mine closures, uh, which uh, which also creates what we call diversification of the economic activity. And to go directly to the stories of resilience, innovation, and collaboration, I encourage transfer of knowledge. For example, the INGOs, um, local organization and community-based organizations, as well as collaboration between learning institutions and universities to ensure that better practices and mercury-free alternatives are implemented on the ground to ensure that there is just a success story of collaboration and partnerships to ensure there's abolition of traditional practices which are very dangerous and threat to the environmental stewardship. Lastly, on the issue of to do with how governments, communities, and companies can work together, I encourage government to ensure that there is clear legal formality for application of licenses and permits to ensure that miners access licenses and permits which give them access to finance and investors. I encourage communities to be organized and embrace inclusivity among them and the investors and big companies to ensure that there is bridging the gap between ASM and LSM for mutual benefit. And also, lastly, I encourage the government, the companies to ensure that they transfer of skills and inclusive engagement, while as committing to corporate social responsibilities to ensure that, all being that they are custodians of the resources, they also and benefit from support from the big companies and big investment corporates which are working in their prospects and areas of operation. Thank you.